Hello, and greetings from across the Media Multiverse. Well, that is not a good start to Christmas Eve for either the van driver nor the people stuck in the various lifts across town. As a result of the accident, the movie follows about 6 stories of the people stuck in 6 different lifts. Plus, of course, the story of the van driver. Does he survive? What happens to him? Now, as you would expect, because we've got 6 different lifts, we will have 6 different stories, and they will all be different in both tone and style of the individual storytelling. After all, they are all different people, and each one would react differently. For example, I would react differently if I'm stuck on a lift on Christmas Eve than you might. And the groups are all of a different makeup. For example, in one lift, people are complete strangers. In another, it's an orchestra of people who know each other. In another, there's an employee who's just been fired, plus the HR manager who fired him. And yes, being stuck in a lift, just those two together, will create some tension, as you can imagine, confined in a small space. In another, there is Patrick Stewart. And as you saw from the clip, he is stuck in an outside lift, which looks like a cage, and it's snowing, and there's no encasing. He is going to be cold. Now, some of these stories will have an emotional journey running through them. Some will have humour running through them, such as the hospital porter who desperately needs to pee. And some are just people passing the time as best they can. But in all cases, they all start to bond, with the obvious exception of Patrick Stewart. And this is normal because confinement starts to make people talk and to open up to each other. And that is where you get the beauty of this film. Now, I enjoyed this film and I thought it was really good. But reading some reviews over the internet, I noticed that some reviewers weren't happy that not everyone had an emotional journey to go on. But to me, that makes this film more realistic. It's normal. Speaking on a personal level, I have been stuck on a train carriage for 5 hours as the train couldn't move. I have been stuck on a different train carriage that had to take a 2-hour detour to get to its destination. On multiple occasions, I've been stuck in motorway hold-ups for 6 hours or more. And on all of these occasions, people start talking to each other, comforting each other, sharing food. But there was never any major life-changing decision. So for that reason, I do think it is a very realistic movie. And we do get some emotional stories which counterbalances that. And I suppose, thinking about it, me telling you about where I've been stuck, I suppose there's a hidden message here as well. If you want to get to your destination on time, perhaps I might not be the best person to go with, because I always seem to find a traffic jam of some description and get stuck behind it. So yeah, memo to yourself on that. Now, one of the questions that has been asked is this a Christmas movie? The title is Christmas Eve. It is obviously set at Christmas time, but the actual story components themselves could take place at any time of the year. Personally, I say it is a Christmas-themed movie, along with other such films such as Die Hard, Batman Returns, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, etc. And another question you might be wondering is, well, if people don't go on an emotional journey, is it really worthwhile me investing my time? And I would say yes. First of all, some people do go on a journey, but even those that don't, it is a well-made, well-written, well-acted, well-directed film, and you do see the human spirit there. People trapped, unable to get out, and how do they deal with it? And looking to see how different people deal with entrapment. And the fact that you are trapped with colleagues, or you're trapped with someone that has just fired you, does not change the overall message of the entrapment. And it's how do you deal with it? And I think that the real message of this film is the real human spirit that is there. And so for that reason, yes, I do recommend that you watch this movie, because it is a really good film. And that's my thought on the film Christmas Eve, the 2015 film Christmas Eve. Have you seen it, and what did you think of it? Grateful for any comments. And until next time, may your news be good news and happy times and places. Farewell.